Hi, and welcome to your abs and back workout. We're going to get started on the back of our mat. Legs are underneath your hips. You're going to do a nice big inhale. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale to release and take your arms all the way down by your sides. You can tuck your chin to peel it on down. Think one vertebrae at a time. Or you can walk your hands down your thighs in that nice neutral spine, reaching down towards the mat. So just lifting your hips up nice and high, going into alternating knee bends here, just to open up that back chain a little bit more. Using your breath to help you, and press. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands out to downward dog. So making sure that you're pressing your heels down towards the mat. Lift the hips up nice and high and just settle in. So you want to make sure that you're not rounding. You want to lift the hips up, lengthen through your back. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, think about pressing your tailbone up towards the ceiling, towards that back diagonal. And now try to lengthen through the back of your legs here. A couple more breaths. 1 more. You can lower it down onto your knees. So going onto all fours, shoulders right over your wrists, hips over your knees, moving through cat and cow. So you're rounding through your spine and then you're lengthening to open up your chest. Just moving through both directions. So that way you're finding that nice mobility. Finding that release through your back. And feel free to move through both directions, as much or as little flexion and extension as you'd like. Couple more here. And lengthen. 1 more in each direction. And now find your neutral spine, so shoulders right over the wrists. Hips over your knees, extend your right arm and your left leg into bird dog and lower back down. Same thing, but on the other side. Reach and extend and lower back down. So you want to make sure that you're extending your arm and your leg at the same pace. Using your tummy muscles to help engage through this movement, help stabilize that pelvis to help prevent any low back pain. Again, reach and lower. 4 more. Reach and lower and press. 2 more. Reach. Last one. And lower back down. Separate your knees, sit back on your heels, just extending your arms forward into that nice child's pose position. So just finding that length in your spine. Nice big inhale and exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then you can roll it on up. Let's take your legs around. So you're going to extend your legs. Keep them nice and long. Reach your arms forward. Plug your shoulders down into your back. You're going to curl that pelvis under and roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time, drawing that rib cage in together. Reaching your arms back up by your ears. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, tuck your chin. Roll it all the way up. Thinking peeling up 1 vertebrae at a time. And then reach it forward to get that stretch through your hamstrings. And again, nice big inhale. Exhale, curl the pelvis under. Plug those shoulders down away from your ears. And reach, roll it on up again. So start by tucking your chin, drawing that rib cage in and together, lifting all the way on up. Reach it forward. And now you're going to roll down and you're going to lie down on your back. Reaching your arms all the way back and then take them to shoulder height. You can bend your knees. We're going into Pilates 100 next. So you can either have your hips heavy, feet on the mat. You can take your legs into tabletop. That's another option, or you can extend your legs. So you're going to reach your arms down by your hips. Inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Find your starting position. You can keep your head down on the mat, or you can raise your shoulder blades off. Ready? Here we go. Exhale to lift and hold. And now you're going to pump your arms. You're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. We can always extend the legs and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can always rest your head if that feels better. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost there. Inhale and exhale. You got this. Inhale. Last exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your knees into your chest. Rest your head down on the mat for a moment. Next movement is single leg stretch. So extend one leg, hug your knee, and then make sure your hips are stable, that you're not rocking to one side or the other. You can keep your hips or your head down with your hips heavy, or you can raise your shoulder blades off using your tummy muscles to lift you, and then switch. Exhale as you draw that knee in towards your chest, and you're just alternating right and left here. Keeping that chest open. At the same time, you're drawing that rib cage in and together, and press. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 more, 2, and 1, and release all the way back down. Now you can take your legs, extend them up to the ceiling. You can either point your feet or flex them for Pilates scissors. Taking one leg down, making sure it's hovering off the mat. You're going to take your hands behind your thigh. You're going to pulse twice and switch. Exhaling as you pulse. You can keep that head down on the mat, or you can raise those shoulder blades off. Focusing on that rib cage coming in and together. Abdominal muscles are wrapping in and together. Feeling that nice lengthening action through the back of your legs here. And press 6 more. This is 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way back down, keeping your head down on the mat, keeping your hips heavy. Take your right leg into that tabletop position. Pressing your hands into the mat, you're going to lower your leg down and then up. So just taking the leg down and up. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. And you can always place your hands on your hip bones and just move your hands in slightly towards the center of your body to feel your tummy muscles engaging. Again, lowering down and back up. 5 more. Press. 4, 3, 2, last one. And lower your foot back down. So same thing now, but on the other side, taking your opposite leg up, making sure that the hips are nice and level and even, lowering down and up. Nice big inhale, exhale to lift. Again, lower and lift, taking it down and up. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then lower your foot down on the mat. Going into double toe taps, you're going to take both of your legs into tabletop. Don't feel like you have to tap your feet down on the mat exactly. You want to focus more on what your pelvis and lower abdominals is doing with this movement. You want to connect. So you want to focus on taking your feet down, nice big inhale. Exhale as you lift on up using your tummy muscles. Again, inhale, making sure you're not changing the shape of your spine. You're keeping that neutral position. Again, lower and lift, taking it down and up. Just 5 more here. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then you can place your feet down on the mat. So now just resetting, taking both of your legs into that tabletop position. You're going to do 2 toe taps, 2 double leg toe taps, going into a roll up and a roll down. So you're going to lower down and up. Again, inhale and exhale. Place your feet down. Reach the arms overhead. You can also extend the legs. Exhale to roll all the way up. Finding that length in your spine. Reach it forward to get that little stretch through your hamstrings, and now roll it all the way back down. So we're going to repeat this series one more time. Bringing your arms down by your hips. Take your legs back into that tabletop position. 2 double toe taps. Lower and lift. Nice big inhale and exhale. Place the feet down, or you can extend, reaching the arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to tuck your chin and roll it all the way up, reaching it forward and lifting on up. Okay, sweep your legs around. You're going into a half plank position or a full plank position. It's up to you. So half plank, or you can tuck your toes, lift and extend. If you prefer to go up against a wall to do a wall plank, that's always an option. Focusing on belly button to spine. You're going to lift your hips up and then back down. If you're in a half plank position, you're going to send your hips back and then forward. Same sort of motion if you're against the wall doing a wall plank. Send your hips back into more of a spinal stretch and then take them forward. So find your plank, lift the hips up nice and high, and then exhale to lower. Again, inhale and exhale. You have 8 more. Again, lift and lower. Engaging your glutes slightly with this movement, so that way you're stabilizing through your hips, not overworking your abdominals. Again, lift and lower. 3 more. 3, 2. On this last one, you're going to hold your plank. So hold your plank, press the shoulders down away from your ears, press through your heels, or press through the crown of your head and out through your tailbone for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your knees, sit back on your heels, and just reach nice and long into that child's pose position. One more breath here. And then you're going to shift your weight forward, go into a half plank. Make sure that your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Bend your elbows so they come right in by your rib cage. And you're going to slowly lower down all the way to where your chest is on the mat. Keeping your hands in the same position, you're going into cobra next. So press the tops of your feet into the mat. You're going to lift up halfway, using your arms, using your back mainly, and your glutes to help lift you on up. You want to be careful that you're not trying to overpower and just use your upper body with this movement. You want to focus on engaging through your back muscles, especially the muscles on either side of your spine. Again, exhale to lift on up and lower. And lower back down. You have 5 more here. You can also tuck your toes and lengthen through your thighs, keeping your knees lifted off the mat. If that feels better on your low back here. 3 more. And lower. This is 2. Last one, and release back down. Stacking your hands on top of each other for now, resting your forehead on top. Lift up your right leg and then your left leg. So working through that whole back chain, glutes and hamstrings, as well as your low back. And then press to lift, 8 more. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your feet on the mat, take your hands behind your head. Now just lifting up your chest, lifting up that upper back, and then lower back down. Exhale as you lift. And again, reach and press. Focusing on lifting up through both of your sides up at the same height, so that way you're not rotating one shoulder down. You have 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower back down. Extend your arms, keeping your legs nice and long. We're going into swimming. So you can also keep your head down and do alternating arm and leg lifts. If swimming is just a little bit too much stress through your back. Otherwise, try to raise your arms and your legs so they're hovering. And you're just going to paddle it out, pressing through opposite arm and leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach back into child's pose, sitting back on your heels. Finding that length in your spine here. You can walk your hands over to the side to get that side body stretch. And then you can walk your hands over to the opposite side to get your side body stretch on the opposite side, getting that nice release. Taking your hands back to center, going into a forward fold. Tuck your toes, walk your feet on in. Try to lengthen through the back of your legs. You can always bend your knees and lift your hips up high so you get that stretch through that whole back chain. Releasing your head, releasing your neck. Bend your knees and just roll it on up until your head is the last thing to come back up. Reaching your arms up and overhead, and then you can release your arms down by your sides. Nice work, great job, and I'll see you next time. Bye.